they come straight into where I would be and I interview them. So yeah.
She's got an interception and wasn't even looking.
Oh, so, you know, I
That
meant to do
is
that.
horrendous.
So I've created the Love Island Villa. I think I maybe even
Oh,
made
wow.
you.
You made me.
It was your season,
Oh
Michael.
wow. I don't know whether I want to see that. I'm sorry.
I'm so upset.
Right.
What is going on? I am Mac,
And I'm former Pittsburgh Steeler, CSW.
and welcome to London to NFL. Today we're joined by presenter and possibly the most serious gamer that we've had on the show so far, Els the Witch.
Hello. It's a big title to give me.
It is, but you are a serious gamer.
I am a serious gamer. Don't know about the best gamer though.
I'm already feeling nervous for this matchup because you're already in a Madden advert.
Yes.
So you're going to be an expert as well as being the best game we've had on the show. So do I even have a chance?
I'm going to say your chances are quite slim. But Els, how are you? How's things?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I love the studio, by the way.
You like the setup? It's nice.
Yeah,
isn't
it looks really, really sick.
Els, you just hosted the Sidemen charity football match. How was that?
It was amazing. There was 62,000 people in the stadium. They sold it out in under 15 minutes, which is incredible considering they're not footballers. They do YouTube. And then there was, I think, 2.7 million at one point. That was the peak of the stream, like just individual people watching.
That's a lot
which
of eyes.
is
That's a lot.
crazy. But no, it was an amazing day. It's good to see that the future of sort of how I think TV and production is going to go, which is live streaming and on YouTube.
Who was the best player on the day?
Manny. So Manny plays for the Sidemen FC, and he was the highest rated out of all of them. They track their scores, and yeah, he was the highest rated. KSI went in goal because he's got a boxing match coming up. So he was.
Did he save a penalty?
He saved a penalty against I Show Speed, which was.
I saw that one.
I see
Yeah.
the penalty. I don't think we can call that a penalty.
It kind of
was
just went
like
rolled down the middle towards him, and he was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he hit the
passed him
Sue.
it, didn't he? Yeah, just like
Yeah,
a,
exactly.
Here's the ball.
But no, it was an incredible day, and H performed at halftime, so they had a halftime show as well. Which
So they
was
basically
really
had a Super Bowl halftime show for the Sidemen charity
They
football
did,
match.
yeah.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, seen you in LA.
Yes.
You was there with Chunks of Philly.
I was.
How was your
Chunks,
experience?
Billy, Harry Pinero, we all went together. Do you know what? When they announced the halftime show for that Super Bowl, I was like, by all means, I need to be there because it's in LA. You've got Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, everyone is going to be there. And it was just an incredible day. It's my first time actually watching the NFL in America as well. So what a game to
Different
go to.
experience.
Yeah, that stadium is incredible. So from the outside, it doesn't look necessarily that big because they dug it into the ground. And when you go in, it's just like, oh, amazing. It's got 2 openings on each side. And as the halftime show happened, so Dr. J's there doing California, and you can see the sun setting on either side of the stadium. It was just like, I felt like crying at one point. I got really overwhelmed, but no, it was an amazing day. And obviously the football was great.
What was your favourite performer of that halftime show? Which part? There were so many.
Do you know what it was when Dr. Dre did California, but when Kendrick Lamar came out as well, because he's from Compton,
Yeah.
and that's like where the stadium is.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. That halftime show will forever go down in history as possibly one of the greatest halftime shows ever.
Yeah.
Legend.
And 50 Cent surprised, he was a surprise guest. He wasn't on the lineup. But we'd heard rumors that he was, because we kind of knew that he was going to come out anyway, but he kind of just dropped down in the ceiling like he does
Yeah,
in the
the
video.
throwback clip.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
And the memes went everywhere. 'Cause
Yeah, he was.
He's a bit older now.
So building on that then, who would be your dream Super Bowl halftime show?
So this is a hard one, and I've been trying to think about it this morning because I feel like I've seen my dream one in a way, and I don't know at this point who they could get that's going to be like as big as everyone they've already had. I think I'd have to package people together, and I love 90s music.
Okay.
And I think it's going to have to be like a New York-based one, so Jay-Z. Nas, I know they have had beef in the past, but I feel like a Jay-Z, Nas.
The Super Bowl make him squash the beef.
Yeah, exactly. Super make them squash it. Yeah, so kind of that realm. I put 50 in there as well. Just like, I think like a 90s hip-hoppy, New York themed halftime show would be for me.
I mean, that would also go down as a great halftime show. You'd have to get a few more names in there, but it would be.
I get Lil Kim in there as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
And
that
Nicki
would-
Minaj. Actually, Nicki Minaj might be quite a good one.
That would actually be really
Yeah.
good.
It would be entertaining. We'll say
Yeah.
that. So, Els, the first part of the show, you're going to build out your starting lineup. Now, me and Christian are going to give you some NFL archetypes, and you're going to just tell me which of your fellow YouTube creators best fit the description.
Okay, I like this.
Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, so first up, we've got the coach on the field. So it's someone who's highly respected and always looking to help people out and make them better. Who gave you a helping hand when you were coming up in the game?
Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go with Toby from the Sidemen. When I first started my YouTube channel, my Wi-Fi had broken and I was stressing because I was like, I need to stick to my upload schedule. I was doing it twice a week. And we hadn't met in person, so we knew each other online. We had mutual friends. And he was literally like, you can come to my house and use my Wi-Fi, which is like quite dangerous looking back on it, letting a stranger in. But yeah, I literally went, was there for about 10 minutes, uploaded my video. And I think that was just so nice of him to do that. And I just know from being in the industry, he's one of those people that everyone respects and is a lovely person and wants to see other people do better. So I'm going to say Toby.
Shout out Toby.
Shout out Toby, yeah. Right, your next one is the celebration specialist. Now, this person...
This is a good one.
This person who is always dancing and being the center of attention.
Okay.
The star of the show.
Dancing, center of attention. I was going to say Sharky, because he dances on TikTok a lot, but I don't necessarily think he's always wanting to be center of attention. Do you know what? I'm going to say Chunks, because he does a lot of work with the Premier League footballers and he gets them to do celebrations a lot. So we're going to go with Chunks.
All right, next up, we've got the fullback. So this is the person who blazes the trail so other runners can get behind them. What YouTuber inspired you to get involved?
KSI is a trailblazer. So he sets trends, be it on YouTube or doing the boxing, now with Prime, the drink. So I definitely say that he kind of, what he does, other people tend to follow. And yeah, him and the Sidemen just kind of like set the trends for everyone. So let's go with
They're
KSI.
changing even boxing and the whole landscape of that. That's go from YouTube to that is a huge feat.
Crazy. And music as well. He's doing incredible in music.
Yeah, he's a man that's done it all.
Yeah, literally.
So this is the dressing room joker. Who's the funniest YouTuber?
Do you know what? I'm going to mention Specs. I don't think I'd class Specs as a YouTuber. He's just a personality in himself. I'm just going to mention him. I don't think I'm going to pick him, but like, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met, just because he's so bizarre.
Yeah, those Specs is actually a legend. Like, shout out Specs.
You can't predict what will come out of Specs' mouth. There's no rules to quote Specs. I'm going to say Bambino Becky. So she is a YouTuber. And she's just so funny. She's so funny to be around. Her content is hilarious. She's got a podcast called See It Off, and it's like Lucy around drinking, but like she is just hilarious. And what I love about her is she will go into a room where there's a lot of male YouTubers who are funny, and she'll hold her own, which I really respect. So shout out to Bambino Becky.
Okay.
So next up is the special teams ace. You give this award to an underrated YouTuber and someone you think doesn't get the respect they deserve.
This one's difficult. There's so many people, I think, that are underrated and create amazing content. For me, there's two. One guy called FG, who I work with at Man City. He's a streamer, he does YouTube, but he's an incredible presenter as well. He's a diehard Man City fan, and I've seen him come up from when he first started at Man City, and now he's doing basically all of the games, going everywhere with them. So his content is amazing. He'll go and do all the presenting for City, and then the next day just still be streaming at the same time every day. So you've got to respect the hustle. And then another one is Morph. She does a lot of, well, not just football content. She will do the most random thing, like she'll go to a drum and bass event and go in the crowd and like interview people, and she really just gets in amongst it at all these different types of events. So I really like her content. I'll say FG just because I work with him a lot. But shout out to everyone else as well. This is really difficult.
It is. But you know what? You've got some starting lineup there. How do you feel about your whole squad?
I think it's a good, decent squad. Don't know how we do at actual American football, but on YouTube we do all right.
Yeah.
So now it's time to the business end. Are you ready to play me at Madden?
I am. Oh gosh.
How are you feeling?
I feel like you've bigged me up a lot, and it's not going to go well for me. So we'll see.
Right, it's game time. Els, are you picking?
It's between the Bucks and the Saints for me. I think I'm going to go with the Saints, though. My dad used to live in New Orleans, so
committed.
Yeah.
Right, CSW. I mean, we already know.
I'm riding with black and gold
Yeah,
all season.
we already know. The whole season. I also seen a picture of you with a Tom Brady jersey on.
Yes, from 2 years ago, I think 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I predicted that they would win.
Oh.
And
Oh,
so I
so
just
you
rocked
glory
with
hunting?
it.
So
No,
you glory hunting?
well, people say that because I support Man City, but maybe I'm the good luck charm.
If the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits, you can roll with it. But maybe it's me that's the good luck charm.
So am I right in saying that there's like a LSU connection as well? So it's
There
like a
is.
proper New Orleans and an NBA, all of it. You
Yeah,
just
so-
ride for the city.
Pelicans, I support very consistently. My dad used to watch LSU Tigers all the time. So we have at home all the stuff
All
from
the
back in the
merch.
day. Yeah. So my dad went to the Super Bowl when it was there, and it was where they had a power cut. And Beyonce did the
That was
halftime
one-
show.
The Baltimore Ravens one, wasn't it? I think maybe.
I can't.
Yeah, they came
Yeah.
back out from the power break and won the game.
Yeah. Well, Beyonce did the halftime show, and my dad went and got a drink. He was like, "Oh yeah, I think that woman performed. I went and got a drink." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
right."
Not a big,
Just reunited with Destiny's Child as well. It's fine.
not a big
Nothing
Beyonce
major.
fan, no. So, Els, as a gaming YouTuber,
Yes.
who are some of the most famous people you've played with?
Oh, KSI came on the channel. We played The Sims together, which was great. Because I was like, we could play anything, all
Yeah, you
the
can.
typical games, but I was like, no, we're gonna go for The Sims.
Why The Sims, though?
Because it's one of my favourite games, to be honest. I love it.
What is it about The Sims
just-
that makes it so good?
So my hidden talent is I'm quite good at building things. So I've created the Love Island Villa. I think I maybe even made
wow.
you.
You made me.
It was your season,
Oh,
Michael.
wow. I don't know whether I want to see that.
Don't go and watch it because it's embarrassing now.
I'm
But
like,
yeah,
you know what? Now that you said don't watch it, I'm gonna
I
go
think
and
I
watch
might
it.
have made you
I'm
into
gonna
a
go
sim.
and watch it.
And I've made Wembley Stadium as
Yeah.
well, and the Staples. Well, when it was the Staples Centre, because there was a boxing match there, so I made a boxing ring. I've played with AJ Tracy. We played what is now FC 24, what used to be FIFA.
Yeah.
Heady won. Tammy Abraham. I lost 8-1 too, so that was great.
So you
and he
played
scored
FIFA
with
and all these.
himself. So
Did he celebrate on you?
That's.
yeah, he did. He was just rubbing it in. To be fair.
I would too, though, in his shoes.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
So I
scored
don't
it
have
myself.
a good track record of playing against people.
Els, you've hosted some amazing events.
I have.
What has been your favourite event, or what has been the best event that you've hosted?
The Sidemen charity match, of course,
Yeah.
which we've already spoken about. There's been so many. Actually, Man City winning the Premier League. Obviously, we just won the treble, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah.
In case
But
you're not-
last year, we were 2-0 down to Villa, which
Yeah.
meant we weren't going to win the Premier League. Liverpool was going to win it. And then we went in and won. And I had to present the trophy, like the end of show thing. And then I did the trophy parade as well, which was incredible.
That's incredible.
Also,
How was that
as a
parade?
City fan, that must have been quite.
Yeah, so I host backstage. So when all the players come off of the bus, they come straight into where I would be and I interview them. So, yeah. So.
Interception and wasn't even looking.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, no, I
Hey,
meant to
look
do
at
that.
this.
so-
Horrendous.
look at this. She's
That
half
is
horrendous.
playing
She
and
wasn't
still
even looking at the screen.
still intercepting.
And she's got a pick on me.
I was throwing you-
That is
throwing you off.
terrible.
So I'm guessing that at that event you got to interview a couple of players.
Yeah. I
Who
think
was the best conversation that you had?
the best conversation, the best players that I've interviewed, Jack Grealish, hands down, he is just as nice as you think he would be. He's
Yeah.
exactly the same as what he's like on camera. And there's so many nice. I haven't done Haaland yet. I really want to interview
That'd
Haaland.
be a good one.
Kevin De Bruyne is really good. He's very interesting to interview. Kyle Walker and Scott Carson together as a duo are just very funny. So.
Red zone. I'm getting nervous.
hey,
a little bit shaky.
hey.
A little bit shaky. Red zone.
Hey, this is getting
deceptive.
close for you.
I told you this was like the rope-a-dope early. The shanked kick to start the game, and then now look, red zone. Okay, let's see.
This is
So out
it.
of all the Man City players, who do you think would fit in this game? Who do you think would play in the NFL?
Haaland would definitely flourish, I think, in American football. Just, the stature, the hunger for it. And also, I'm going to say Kyle Walker because he's so fast. I
Yeah.
think he'd
Yeah.
be really good.
Oh no. Oh no.
I told you, this is a con.
This is. Do you know what,
Sorry.
you've come back from worse.
I've come back from worse. I have come
I'm
back
just
from
glad
worse.
I've managed
to get on the board.
Yeah, to
You're
get
on the board, so it's
I'm on
okay.
it.
Yeah, I can see Kyle Walker
I
play.
see
Kyle
Kyle
Walker would be
Walker.
great.
100%
So
see him.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Receiver or DB.
Yeah.
And then
Receiver.
Haaland.
100% receiver.
Yeah.
100%.
You think?
Yeah, he catches the
the top
ball,
of it.
he's gone.
Yeah, but I reckon he could have a good back pedal on him as well to play DB.
Els, what games are in your gaming Hall of Fame?
Love this question. So, GTA. Oh no, let me just do this. GTA San Andreas is my favorite GTA game.
Yeah.
I think that's number 3 for me. Number 2 is Zelda Ocarina of Time,
Great game.
which is on the
Absolutely
Nintendo
great game.
64.
OG game, that.
OG game, and then number 1, which is like my favorite game ever. The Sims is number 4, by the way, so you didn't.
So you're
cross
just
that
doing
early.
top 3.
Final Fantasy 7. It is. Oh no! Oh no! Sprint!
He's getting on the board.
No!
There we go. You completed the pass and you got on the
I'm not going
board.
to accelerate too much because
No,
like,
because
Can you ask him some questions?
all these
Yeah,
questions are
it's
actually
fine.
directed just for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, it's very unfair actually. That.
I mean,
not really.
And now
We
you're
can-
going to
not
get
really.
more
we can
because
talk
you.
and play
we
at the
can
same
talk.
time.
Like, I feel
Go
like
on then, because you've been very quiet.
I've been very quiet because I got the 6 down.
Els, if you was to go as an NFL player, you was about to get ready to go onto the field.
Yeah.
What music are you listening to in order to hype yourself up?
Oh, my hype tracks. The 50 Cent song "Many Men." Many men. wish death
Yeah, I
upon
know.
me. I feel like that
Classic.
just like
That's
gets
an
me
elite
going
track.
each time. Do you know what? I just have so many guilty pleasure songs that are like pop songs.
Well, a lot of players have guilty pleasure songs.
I've got
Exactly.
my pre-game ritual is very weird.
What's yours? Go
What's
on.
yours?
Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing.
Great song.
Okay. Well, that
Belted
gets
it.
you going.
Nah, so game day morning when I'm waking up, I want to be in a good mood. Kind of don't be too stressed about what's coming up because obviously it'd be easy to get in your own head. So then I listen to ballads. I listen to Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing, some Mariah Carey. That's when I'm at home. And then when you get to the stadium, you kind of
Switch it up.
switch up.
Game mode.
Yeah. You can't be walking on the field thinking like floatiness and all that stuff.
I mean,
you got to kind of get serious and
it
focus.
depends on your floatiness, because like
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of classical music.
Get into that flow state early.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elsa's talking about New Orleans. If an LSU.
I've done it for the third time.
This.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be distracted you that
No,
much.
no, you're not. You're not. It's me. It's
Wait,
me. I've
what-
got
what-
excuses.
Where's your favorite place in the States and why?
So I lived in Pittsburgh, obviously, for 2.5 years. I love Pittsburgh because obviously it's a city that took me in when I was over there. But minus 27 degrees in the winter is harsh. It's horrible. But Tampa, we did a lot of our training in Tampa, getting ready for the NFL. And I went from living in Worcester in January to moving to Tampa and wearing shorts and a t-shirt in January. So I'll take Tampa any day of the week for that weather. So I actually say I'm a big fan of Tampa.
Okay.
So with the London
Great.
games coming up,
Yes.
there's some big matchups. We've got Falcons Jags at Wembley. We've got Jags and Bills here at Tottenham. And then finishing it off, we have the Baltimore Ravens against the Tennessee Titans. Which one of those 3 matchups do you think will be most exciting?
I really want to watch the Ravens play.
Do you?
Never seen them play, yeah.
Do you
And
want
I've
to watch
watched the Jags play before.
Yeah.
So I think it was at Wembley.
You see that OBJ's just gone to Baltimore. Is that
Yeah.
why you want to see
Big
the
LSU
Ravens?
No,
you
it's,
guys?
it's
That's
not.
what it is.
But
That's Louisiana State, LSU.
LSU Tigers, yeah. I just like seeing different teams, and I've watched the Jags play before. So.
Yeah. Ravens it is.
I came to the game at Tottenham. 2 years ago, it was the Dolphins
Yeah.
that were playing, which I liked.
You see, I'm guessing you seen all the cups flying around. When
Yeah.
Everyone was feeding the snake. Yeah, that was an interesting thing that I'd not really experienced before. Where was you sat?
No, Mike.
Walk off. Goodbye.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so upset.
Right.
I'm fuming. I hate losing.
Well, I mean, you
not over
lost a
yet.
lot. You lose on FIFA a lot.
I do, but I
So you
don't
can't
know.
hate losing that much. You can't.
True. But I talk. I'm the one that I like to talk more. So that's my
more
excuse.
social
If we were
aspect.
sat here in dead silence, I'd
Yeah.
probably be better.
It wouldn't be as fun.
But
then.
each time I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll clock that, then you ask me a question.
Yeah, it
And then
wouldn't
I
be as
just get
fun.
carried
now.
away. And
Yeah.
you got your win. I've given it to you, so I've done it on purpose.
I'm so grateful for that
you've
gift.
You've given him the
I
win.
need to pad the stats early this season because it could be a bit ropey on the back end.
It's a game done.
Well.
Well done, you played well.
Upset, and he threw his bottle on the floor.
I'm not surprised.
Not
You did play well.
Els, it's been a pleasure. It's 2-0 for me on the season.
Yeah, you're playing really well. I feel like you're underselling us a little bit.
Yeah. That's
What it is
Yeah.
I'm matching every guest in terms of novice ability, and the playbook side is just coming out a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's
it's
what
giving me
it
a
is.
slight
Okay.
advantage.
Understands
Slight
the game.
advantage.
Well, yeah, it was great to sit down and have this conversation with you, even though it was a little bit distracting. But good luck with everything, and
Thank you
hopefully I'll
very
see you at the
much.
London Games.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be there. It's a rematch.
Oh yeah, 100%.